Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Great to see you guys. My name, if you don't know me, is Mr. Asa, and I am here to do art lessons with you guys, for you guys, so that we can be masters together. All right? So, I'm going to back this up a little bit. Yes, great. All right, so I hope and I trust that everybody's been doing fantastic. All right, we're entering into new modes of learning. And here, with me, with you, we're going to do the fun stuff, which is artwork. And today, specifically, we are going to learn about anatomy. Anatomy. Woo, 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 woo. Okay? All right. Anatomy, if you don't know it, that's the mathematics of how our shin bone's connected to our thigh bone and our neck bone's connected to our noggin bone, and how those pieces fit together side by side and look correct. Because there's a formula to it. There's a formula to it. I'll tell you some just like quick ones as an example right now, which we'll throw back into it in a second. But for instance, my head is this size, right? And then if you take one of my heads and there we go, and put it right here, I got the space of one extra head on my shoulder there, and one extra head on my shoulder here. So my shoulders should be two heads on one head on either side. My entire shoulders is 3 heads long, depending on how big my head is. Now, it might vary a little bit if your name is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, or Terry Crews, or, I don't know, some kind of famous football player whose name I don't know at this moment. But standardly speaking, that's the math that makes our shoulders. And we're going to learn the rest of that. We're going to learn it for men, and we're going to learn it for women. If we have time, we can learn it for kids, because kids have a little bit bigger heads and smaller bodies, Proportions. Proportions, okay? So, and all bodies are different. Bodies are rounder, some bodies are shorter, some bodies are shaped like pears, some bodies are really stretched out. Some people have really long fingers. One time I shook the hand of the guy who played Chewbacca in Star Wars. His name's Peter Mayhew, and his fingers wrapped all the way around my arm when he shook my hand. So, what we're going to do today is just standard kind of like comic book style anatomy, just so that, we have somewhere to start with. So everybody get your pencils out, okay? We got our pencils out. Good. Oh, I see you over there. You don't have your pencil out? Okay, good. You got your pencils. We got our paper. I'm going to use a marker just so that you can see it really good and visibly. And we're going to begin. Doodle-doo. All right. Okay, so hang on. I'm going to show you the first thing that we're going to draw. And we're going to do this towards the top of the page so that by the time we go down to it, you're going to be able to fit the feet. Okay, sometimes people start it with the head in the middle, and then by the time they get to the feet, it's like, uh-oh, I only got to the knees. So start up towards the top. Don't draw too small. Draw it like, at least the size of an action figure. Like if you had, like this guy. Draw it like the size of him. Right on your paper. Not like a small Lego. We don't want a little Lego man. We want like the size of this guy. Or gal, not sure. Either one. Okay, so, boom. First thing we do. Oval. Upside down egg. You guessed it, that's the head. This is the head. This could be a man's head, could be a woman's head, could be a centaur's head, or a cyclops' head, just whatever. Heads are usually ovals, and for our sakes and purposes, do that. A little smaller at the bottom, a little bigger at the top, because our chins go shwoop, like that. Some people got big block chins, but we're just going to go with like the normal chin. Kind of like mine like that. Okay, so you got it? Just an oval, upside down egg. All right? Now, hang on. Next, we're going to do 2 lines. 2 lines just coming down like that, okay? Not at the end of the head. Sort of, there's still some head. See how my neck doesn't go to the edge of my head? It's a little bit in. A little bit in. Doot. Okay? You got that. It's just 2 lines. You got it. Okay. All right. Going forward. Now, here's the shoulders. So the shoulders, look at my shoulders. They slope down. If I have good posture, I can be like this. But we're going to do it just relaxed. Good posture. It slopes down at like a little hill. Like you're sort of sledding down a little hill. It's not too, you're not going too fast on that sled. It's just kind of a cruise. To one head and one head on either side. So make those lines going down a little bit, sloping down. Not too much. You don't want it sloping down like that. Some kids do that, which is cool. That's a style. But we're looking for like traditional standard accuracy here. All right, it's gonna be like Marvel Comics, DC Comics style. Okay, so sloping down, 2, 1 and 1 side heads on either side. Right? So you got choop. Yep, that fits. Choop. Yep, that fits. Okay? Boom. All right. You guys are using pencil, right? Okay, because there's gonna be marks that we're gonna have to erase. Okay? Cool. So the next thing we do, the pecs. All right? And imagine if I was Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I'd have some pecs. Some good pecs. So by the way, at this point, this could turn into a woman as well, but we're going to go for man for this one, all right? Kind of muscle man, so that we can really see how those muscles work, you know? So we're going to do a rectangle from the bottom of that line across, down a little bit, almost the length of that head, but not quite. Like this, okay? It kind of looks like a stamp right now. All right, so you just want to, and this is in pencil because we're going to erase it. We're going to smooth it out later, but it's a box. It is a rectangle, okay? So you want that to go down like 3/4. Look at how big your head is. It should be like 3/4 the length up and down of that, okay? Got it? Yes, like that, exactly. Yeah, you got it. Cool. Oh, I can see you've done this before. All right, so now our ribs. Our ribs go in a little bit, right? Our ribs go in. You can tell by those superhero drawings, like chung, chung, chung. Okay, so we're going to just have it go in a little bit. All right? Have it go in. See that? You just go in just a little bit. Not too much, not too crazy. Don't go it cheat, don't go it straight down. Just a little bit, sort of like you guys know math? 45-degree angle. I'd say that's about right. Maybe 46, 48. That's up to you, okay? All right, get out your protractors if you have one. Okay, now we're going to go down a little bit more past the belly to the hips, okay? Cool. Past the belly to the hips, and this one's easy. It just goes straight down. All right? Straight down, just a little bit. Okay? Not as long as the chest. Just a little bit, you know? Okay? Now, belt. Okay? Make it a little round. Because it's not straight, because then that would mean that we're two-dimensional and flat. All right? If you want to make it straight, we can erase that later and then add the cool utility belt or whatever. But we just need that line in there. Okay? All right, you got it? Boobity-boop. Boobity-boop. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. All right, cool, 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 cool. Now, we're going to do what is technically, classically known as basically, let's just say, undies. All right, we're gonna just draw some undies on him, just like Batman and Superman. They like to wear their undies on the outside. We're gonna do that because that's where these sort of, they call it groin muscles. They're gonna meet there, and that's where the legs, kind of connect around that. So it's gonna look like that. I'm gonna show you in a sec. Do 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 do. Whomp. Just an upside down triangle. It's like it's more a little Speedo, right? Okay, if you look at it, ooh, that's cool. It's like a little house. It's like a little house if you put it upside down. Okay, all right, but just a little triangle there. Okay, now that's where the legs are going to go from. All right, you can see it already forming. It's forming. Very good. We're getting good at this. All right, here we go. Now, it's going to be like big U's. Big U. Ha ha! Ho ho! Ah, this guy rides bikes. This guy works out. All right? Look at that. Look at them gams. Okay? So just make a big U. See how that's a U? Connected right there. Make it go be spread out a little bit. If you want them straight, standing straight and stiff, that's fine. It took me a lot of years before I can make them look, loosey-goosey and kind of relaxed, So, you got that? Boopity boop. Let's see what it looks like upside down. Oh, it's a bunny. It's a weird robot bunny to me. I have a strange imagination. Okay, so now we get to more interesting things. Knees. Let's go to the knees. All right, we're just going to do cycles. All right, little cycles. Okay. 1 cycle. 2 cycle. Well, one's a little small, so I'm going to make it a little bigger. Okay, cycles. That's how they say circles in where I'm from, in Brooklyn. Okay? So, circle here, circle there. Don't mind that that's a double. I made it the first one too small. Okay? So, just a circle, circle. Think about how big the knee is compared to the rest of your leg. So, not a little tiny circle in the middle, not a big old circle because you're not like a catcher in a baseball team with one of those big baseball catcher knee pads or something. Just a nice little circle, like that. You got it. Okay. All right, good. Cool. All right. I think I'd left myself just enough space for the shin part of the leg, okay? The tibula and the fibula. Google those words, tibula, fibula. Those are your leg bones, all right? Cool. Yes. Ha! They just go down like that. So, we got our muscles are a little bulgier at the top of it here, right? And then as we say, it tapers down into the ankle, yes? And obviously it's symmetrical. Symmetrical means they're same on either side. They're sort of reflective of each other. Our legs, usually most people, more or less. So have them be a little, muscly up here. Kind of dainty down there, the delicate fine ankles. I won't show you mine because they're so beautiful. Okay, all right. So then we're gonna go from there into we can do little lines at the end of that. We can cut them off. Okay, cut them off, and then we're gonna do feet that are coming at ya, not feet that are sticking out like that, like bow-legged feet, like you just got off of riding the bull all day. We're gonna have them like coming straight at you. So, see how my hand looks like that? You would draw a hand like that? But do you think you could draw a hand like that? We will get to there on one of these lessons. That's hard. That's hard to draw that, See how you're just drawing fingertips. That's tricky, but it's a little easier with feet coming right at you. It's just a triangle. I'm going to show you. Okay? All right. Not exactly triangles, but they're triangular, okay? So just get those feet in there like this. Got it? I think the technical name of that shape is a rhombus? Trapezoid? Trapezoid. Yeah, it's a trapezoid. Okay. You got it? It's big. Don't make them too small. Don't make them too big. Feel it. Feel it. You know, feel how right that is. That's just coming at you. If I want to, I will show you how that would look if there was toes. How many toes we got? 10 toes. All right. Look, see? Now can you picture it? Right? Toesy woesies. Pudding and pie. Okay. All right, cool. What's missing? What's missing? Who can raise your hand? Okay, yeah. Exactly. The arms. Starting with big old shoulder muscles, okay? So this guy, a little more like Wolverine than like myself, okay? We're going to pop them a little bit with these shoulder muscles, okay? So again, like we did with the knees, they're going to be circles, all right? Just because this is outline, we're doing like it's not like a skeleton, but it's like a skeleton. It's just the bare bones symbols of what is to come. We're going to put skin on this in a second, so just bear with me. Circles, more circles. All right? Just like this. Just like this. Just circles over there. Yes, circle, circle, circle. Yeah? Boom, 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 boom. All right? Shoulder muscles. Shoulder muscles. Yes. All right? Doodly-doo. And now, a longer one, right? Longer for the bicep. Bicep time, okay? Like this. Like this. Okay, I should have maybe drawn it coming down a little bit more. So if you bring it down, it would connect to right about there. So don't do it too small. Don't make him so that his arm is coming out of here, right? I used to do that when I was a kid, when I was in elementary school. I would draw like small arms and be like, come here, but that's not how it is. Our arms are long. Look how long that arm is. Look at that. Look at that. And if you stand up, it reaches down to your thigh, like almost to your knee, right? So you got that? Long ovals. Long ovals. Boop. Right? Okay. All right. And now, similar to the shin, our forearms are a little bit bulgier over here, and then they taper down to the bone here, because here's some meat. Even on me, I got some meat over here. But here, even with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, it's probably just his wrist bone, you know? I mean, he's probably got some muscles that nobody ever heard of, but, you know, it's definitely thinner over here. So I'm going to show you. You start it a little bit thicker towards the elbow and thinner at the wrist. Okay? So my dude's kind of doing an Arnold Schwarzenegger thing. You can have him. It's cool if yours is in a different pose, as long as you're getting it the same lengths and stuff like that, okay? All right? Boop. Ooh, yeah. Hasta la vista, baby. Okay? Well, it's looking pretty comic booky, pretty professional, you know? That's why I got this captain's hat, because I know my stuff, okay? All right? So you got that? Little bulgy here. Let's do those lines. Let's get those. Let's cut it off so you can see it, okay? So, little bulgier here, and it comes on down. Little bulgier here, and it comes on down. Yeah? Okay? Good. Over there. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Like that. Like that. Great. All right. Awesome. I hope everyone's still using pencil, because we're going to do some erasing. Not because we made any mistakes, just because we're going to get rid of all these guidelines. All right. Ooh, all this kicking butt is making me thirsty. Okay, cool. Is everybody drinking water? You got to drink water. 5-second water break while I continue to draw. Okay. All right. So, over here, what's missing? What's missing? Yes, indeed, the hand. For a lot of artists, the trickiest part of anything. And that, to get really master the hands, would take its own day, would take its own lesson. But for all intents and purposes, and the sake of what we're doing right now, we're just gonna fill it in, right? So, again, cycles, all right? Cycles. Throw in them cycles. Yeah. Boop. Cycles. Not too small. Oh, that's too small. Bigger. Think about it. Think about it. In proportion to our arm, right? It's big. And now, we don't have 5 fingers popping up all like a tree out of the same thing. We got, our thumb sticking out of the side there, right? Right? Sticking out of the side. It's like an L, okay? Or a J. Or a whatever. I don't know. It's perfect. It's perfect, whatever it is. And that's how our hands look. But a lot of people draw them like, you know, just thinking. They're not looking. They're just thinking. It's like, oh, yeah, it's got 5 fingers kind of sticking out of a palm, you know, blah, blah. Think about it. Look. Observe. You've been looking at hands your entire life. They're always in front of you. You've never been far from a hand. Ever. Okay? So, we're gonna make it look right. Okay? So, just like that. Thumb. Coming out the side. Bring that thumb out the side. Look at him. He's like, yeah, he's pointing. It's like, yeah, this guy. All right. Thumb. Boom. Out of the side. Towards the body. Because we're doing the back of the hand. He's like, back of the hand. If he was like this, then it would be away from the body. But he's like this. He's going to be like this. Tough guy. All right? Okay. So, the rest of the fingers, they just kind of go pop, pop, pop. All right? So, we're just going to pop them in. Pop. 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 Pop, 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 pop. And you know, the pinky's the smallest one, then this one, and then this one's the longest one, and then that. So it kind of like boop, 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 boop. So just get them in there. Yeah. All right, good. Yeah, we are good. Yeah, we're going to pump the rest of this drawing out. Yeah. All right, cool. We got a muscle man cooking. All right. So now is the fun part. So we are going to sort of apply skin. This is like a robot. This looks like a robot, right? I am Arnold Schwarzenegger's robot. I am the Terminator. Okay? So, we're going to smooth it out. We're going to put skin on him. All right? So, it's going to look like this. So pay close attention, because it's going to be hard to differentiate the skin from the other lines, right? But you're going to, the guidelines, but you're going to erase the guidelines once you put the skin on it. You know what? It's actually, we don't even need to do that. What I want you to do is erase that, all right? And then erase just these connectors. Just erase that. Just erase everything. Just make clear pathways through these. Leave the box. We're going to get to the box. But erase that. Erase that. Erase that guy. And erase the little things in between the leg and the right there. Erase that. Erase it. Just erase that. Erase it. Erase that little line so that it's smooth. So it's just the external outline, right? You dig it? All right, cool. All right, I'll give you a second for that, okay? And if any of you guys finish quicker, drink some water, okay? All right? It's all good. I don't know if that comes out backwards for y'all, but that says, it's all good. Okay. A couple more seconds. Just race. Yep, very good. All right. Cool. Everyone's done now. Excellent. Very, very good. I couldn't erase my guy because I used marker so that you guys could see it. But now that that's done, we're going to do the chest area, because now we have some internal drawing to do, right? So the chest, it's got this, like we got the two muscles here. Pecs. All right? But it's got this line here, right? If you're going to draw it on my shirt, it'd be like, So we're going to do that line right in the middle. Boop. Get it? That's easy. It's easy, just like the central line. Split them down the middle. Okay? All right, now I'm going to add some lines like this. That's the top of your rib cage there. So right where that, so remember that angle that we did there? Remember that? So right sort of where that crooks in, just do a little line. You don't got to connect it to the other lines. Just do a little, like a dash at that angle so that it meets from the middle here to there, to those connectors. You got it? Like that? Yeah. Yeah, I like the rib cage. Yeah, I'll eat your ribs with barbecue sauce. Yeah. All right, good. Okay, very good. So, now, abs. The most coveted thing on planet Earth are abs, right? And what do we call them? We call them the six-pack, right? I think some people have like 8 packs. Like, what is there? Do they even eat like pizza or like cake? I don't know. I don't know how they get that stuff. I had a 6-pack once. I was swimming a lot that summer, I think. But superheroes, they definitely all have 6-packs or 8 packs, whatever. 12 packs, right? To get them on sale. So goes 2, 2, 2, 6-pack. And to make it look, it's not like squares. It's sort of like these weird swoops. Okay? Kind of looks like a bunch of double chins. Swoops. Get those in there, all right? It's cheaper and quicker to draw them than it is to do crunches and have them yourself. If you're good at this, you can also draw it on your shirt or draw it right on your belly. And if you are hanging out at the beach at night, probably no one will know. No one will notice, okay? So you got that? Jooba. Just swoops. Ab swoops. I think that's the technical term, okay? All right. Pretty good. We're almost getting there. Now back to the rectangle. It's actually more like that. So see what I just did there? I just made that line. Doop. Because it comes in. It comes in like that, right? All right, cool, groovy. All right, so now erase that other line. Joop. That straight line that was going all the way across. Erase that little piece. Doop. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay? All right. Now we have the whole body. All right? Look at yours. It's a masterpiece. Mine is okay. I couldn't erase the things because it was marker, but you could tell it looks like how a person's put together, right? All right? You got it? So then, like boom. I don't know if there would be any copyright infringement, but I'm going to turn this guy into Batman like boom, like you wouldn't even believe. So fast you wouldn't even believe. All right? What does Batman do? He's got little pointy ears. Little bat symbol. Boom, Batman. All right? Shazam. Next, in a second, we're going to do faces. We're about to blast off the faces. But that's Batman if he had no face or a cape, all right? Just try and sue me, Ben Affleck. Get real, okay? Batman. Get used to it, all right? So, good job, everybody. Great. Oh, Yes, yes. Love that one. Excellent job. Cool. You guys are naturals. Nice. I could tell you've read a comic book before, or maybe you know your way around a pencil around these parts. All right, good. So, just like I said, you've noticed that there's no face on your person right there. We're about to correct that. I'm going to turn to another piece of paper. Yeah, you know what? Okay, yeah. Turn to another piece of paper yourself. Here's the practice for faces. Okay? Everyone got that paper out? La 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 la. Good. Good. Okay, so I want this to be big. I want you to do it like the size of your actual head. Unless you don't have a pad this big. If you have just a regular computer's paper size pad, make it like this big. All right? I want it to take... Don't do a little tiny face. I want it to take up most of that page. Okay? So... I don't like that piece of paper. I like this one. All right, so same thing that we started with. Oval, upside down egg. Okay? Boop. Easy. Easy. Yeah, don't think about it too much. Just upside down. Smooth it out. Don't make it lumpy. No lumps. All right? Smooth it out. I made a little lump, but don't look at that. All right? Smooth it out. Right? Oh, look at that nice chin, like myself. Yeah. My mother always said I had a B+ chin every time. All right. So, now we're gonna draw a line right through the middle, like that. All right, right through the middle, and it's gonna go like this. La 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 la, la 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 la. Line through the middle. Very, very good. Okay? Boom. Mine's like actually not that symmetrical, but it's okay because I know how to deal with that. But yours should be as much as you can right down the middle. Okay? Now we're going to do another one halfway between this. Okay? So right in the middle of that one. Going the other way like a bullseye. All right? Okay. Very good. Bubbity boom. What goes there? Eyes. That's our eye line. Yes. You know it. You know it. All right? Cool. So now, halfway down between this line and this line, boop, that's our schnoz, right? That's our sniffer, okay? So that's the nose line. Goes halfway between the eyes and the chin. Boop, boop. Split the difference. You're right there at the schnoz, okay? So we're going to do that line now. Halfway. Now... What's that thing called halfway between our schnoz and our chin? Our chinny chin chin? Our kisser. Our puckers. Our lips, right? Our mouth, okay? Our pie hole, right? That's where we put our pies, you know? Put everything. It's what goes in, comes out, all right? Mouths. Go right there. Boom. In between nose and chin. Got it? All right. We're going to put it in right now. Doobity 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 doop. Good. All right? The grid. The grid of us. Yes, whether you're a boy or a girl or a giraffe. Well, no, not giraffes. They're not the same as us. But you know, as long as you're a human being, your face is probably going to be within these sort of parameters, okay? All right, cool. So now we're going to put the eyes in it. And here is one of those secrets. Like, remember how the head, one head goes on each side of the head? In between our eyes, look over here, is this exact space of another eye. So if you took this eye and you put it over here, boop, it's another eye. So you can measure that. You can always, like, because some people, they draw like an eye over here and an eye over here, and that looks weird. If you ever met someone there are people who have, you know, different kinds of eyes. You're like, your eyes are interesting, you know, because there's something about them, because there's different spaces between them. But most eyes, and those people are beautiful too, but most eyes that you'll see in comic books and in fancy museums, in paintings, will have the size of one eye in between both of their eyes, okay? So we're going to do that right now. We're going to start with, oh yeah, and there's like just about 5 eyes all across your head. So I have my regular eyes, then the one eye in between, and then there's usually about the space for one eye on either side. more or less. My guy's like kind of turned at a strange angle. My guy, I did him, he's gonna be like this. Like your guys should be like this. My guy's gonna be like this. That's what it happens sometimes, right? It's art. It's art. Who says what's right, what's wrong? Nothing. Everything is whatever you make it, all right? Okay, so got the eyes. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. La 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 la. Okay? That's what they are. They're like almonds, right? Eyes. There, we know how to draw them. Maybe I didn't tell you, and maybe some of you did it circular. That's fine. That's cool. But they're like almonds. They're like little oak leaves or something, you know? They're like a little smaller in this end, smaller in this end. I mean, you could do like SpongeBob, Simpsons, whatever style, and they'll be like, you know, bug-eyed, and that's cool too. Style's cool. We're going for form here, all right? Okay, so what do you call this thing? Right? Yeah, exactly. The nose. All right, that's next. There's lots of ways you can draw the nose, okay? I'm going to draw a few noses here. All right. Here's some noses, right? Forward noses. Not like, you know, people do it like a triangle. A lot of people just like do a nose like, doop, or that, or whatever, or that. But this is, right? Oh, yeah, yeah, there you go. Like, the people do that. That's cool. Those are cool noses. But this is a guy straightforward, right? Straightforward nose. Not one of those schnozzes. Not a beak, right? Straightforward. Some people have beaks, but it looks different. Straightforward, right? So, you can try one of these, but whatever feels good. You can even do just like that, right? Or you can add some nostrils to it, okay? So I'm going to make it easy for me, and I'm just going to do it like kind of like a bowl, just a little U, just a little line there. I got a buddy that's his exact nose. That's all he's got, you know, and that's fine. That's cool. It's easy to draw, so I appreciate that about him. All right, so we got that. This guy's chill. He's just kind of, he's relaxed right now. He's kind of expressionless because he doesn't have a mouth, and that's what we're gonna give him next. All right, you got it? Here we go. Doodly doo 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 doo. Lips. Yes. Upper lip. Just do the upper lip. It's right on top of that line. It's like a little island floating on that little horizon there, on that little sea. It's like a little bird there. You can put a little tree there. It's like a little desert island in the middle of nowhere, you know? I wish I was there right now. Anyway, so that's the upper lip. Everybody's got that. Good. Okay, cool. Now, here's the trick. This could be a man, or this could be a woman at this point. It could be anything, right? Here's the trick. Here's the trick. It's very easy. It's just two lines that differentiate a masculine face and a feminine face, okay? All right, you're about to find out. So first, it's going to be a man. Watch this. Boop. Little line. There, that's it. Just a line, okay? Just dash. Just a little dash. All right, just like there's the island, and there's a little boat in front of the island, and there's the water, okay? There's some flying saucers. He's about to get abducted by aliens. There's a bird, a giant pterodactyl about to swoop down and eat him, right? Anyway, okay, all right. Six to the subject. All right, so now how we can turn that from a man, a dude, into a woman, that's going to come next. Actually, you know what'll help? Plop in those eyeballs, those pupils. Pupils, okay? Oh, you have such nice eyes, all of you. Look at your pupils. The pupils of my pupils, right? That means student. Pupil means student in hoity-toity English language. Okay. Anyway, pupils. Whoa, now that I added eyeballs, this dude looks awake. He's like... kind of sad. Kind of, He's like maybe tired. I don't know. So now I'd say this is a man, right? That's a man's face. Watch what happens now with just one line. La 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 la, do 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 do. Lady, she's nice. I think her name is Jessica, maybe. She looks pretty cool, pretty chill. You know, before it was Jessie. It was Jessie. Now it's Jessica. That's it. That's how different we are, really. We're just one line away from each other. We're all one big human family, one line away. What can help, too, is if we add some eyelashes. La, 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 la. It's like Mardi Gras all over again. Okay? Eyelashes. Ooh, very nice. She's missing some eyebrows. Let's blast on some eyebrows. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Now she's getting some expression because there's so much expression in your eyebrows, right? You're surprised, you're angry, you're happy, you're confused. Anyway, eyebrows, that's important, okay? Here's another thing. What goes here? What goes here, you say? The ears, boop, and they're in line with your eyes. So it goes across, la 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 la. Your ear. So, but when you're looking at someone forward, the ears aren't sticking out like this, right? We want to draw them like that because that's what we think it's like because we look at them like this all the time. But they're just like these little slivers. Okay, so we're going to put them on here. Just little slivers. Like that. All right, just kind of like little hot dogs. Little hot dogs on the side of the head. Head hot dogs, right? That's what they call ears up in Mississippi. Okay. All right. Now we have a face. We have a face. If you're still using pencil, you can get rid of those lines and you can bring it back into a man. You can get rid of the eyelashes, and I mean, men can have eyelashes too, and men can also wear lipstick. So you can play around with it, have fun, whatever. We're living in the future. We can do whatever we want. All right. So now I want you guys to do the hair. Give her a mohawk. Give her a mullet. Give her 80s hair, 90s hair, 70s hair, future hair, no hair, devil horns, antennas with googly eyes on top of it. Just play around with it. Have fun. You've just created a really cool face that no one has ever created before because that is your style. And your style is you. All right? So now there's the curriculum that goes along with this. So I want you to play around with this, to move it around, put it into different positions, okay? Draw different characters. Draw men, draw women. In one of the future lessons, I will be more specific into female anatomy as well. But for now, draw more men, if you can, women. And just have fun with it. Check the curriculum. There's lots of different cool things that you can do. And now you know how you are made up. What makes you you. And everybody. We're all the same mathematics, just different shapes that fill it out. All right? So, until next time, great job today. You guys are amazing. Hang in there. And, yeah, keep on drawing. Keep on drawing. And remember, artwork makes your heart work. Okay? This is Mr. Asa, signing off.